Welcome everybody to episode number 37 of the Third Son Gaming Podcast. I am your host, Tyler, joined as always by our three co-hosts, starting with Mike. Mike, how are you today?
I'm pretty sweet and chill, like a fresh fruit cup, man. How about you?
Pretty good. What is that? That is
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
something
Can
going
you do
by
something about that,
outside.
Mike?
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow. Also joining us is Graham. Graham, how are you today?
Doing good in the Great White North. Just taking it easy.
All right. And finally, joining us is Eugene. How are you today?
What's going on, guys? I'm doing great.
Awesome. So,
It smells like old beef in here now.
Gross.
all right.
It's because you live in Texas.
Yeah. So, with that said, if you'd like to join in this highbrow discussion, you can join our Facebook group
Never
by going
disappoint.
onto Facebook, looking up Third Son Gaming Podcast Forums, and joining there. It's a closed group, so you won't have to worry about anybody seeing what you write. And you can also follow us on Twitter at Third Son Gaming, THRDSUN Gaming, all one word. With that, let's move into the news for the week, starting off with someone got their Nintendo Switch pre-order a couple weeks early.
What?
Mhm.
Somebody posted on NeoGAF, got it early, and they didn't get any games because the retailer didn't send games early. They just sent system.
Mm-hmm.
So, the person put up a video of what it looks like setting it up, turning it on, what the interface looks like, and it does actually look pretty clean and crisp. So I'll give it that. And the downside is it comes with 32 gigs of memory installed or in it, but once all the firmware's accounted for, there's only 25.9 gigs available, which is not very much.
I mean,
It's
that's
not
kind of
much, but I don't see how you can make a big deal because 25 and 32, that's still really small. So I think you just need to focus on that the memory is expandable.
Yeah, it is expandable up to 2 terabytes, except there's no such thing as a 2 terabyte SD card. So
I mean, were we
But-
expecting anything less? Because most devices, I mean, even the phones, you buy a 32 gig phone, you're not going to get the full 32 gigs. It's the OS is going to take up so much. I mean, even with computers, you buy a computer with 500 gigs on it.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, 80 gigs of it is going to be the OS.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a given
Yeah.
that's going to be the case. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think this is a bad thing. I'm not saying it as if it is a bad thing. I'm just
If people
saying
are
it
in an
like it is.
uproar about it, then I mean, what were you expecting?
Yeah, exactly.
I think my iPad's worse. My iPad's worse than that. I think my iPad takes up like 8 gigs or 10 gigs
Yep.
just for the
I'm sure
OS.
most systems is worse than this. So the
Well,
fact that it's only like
oh yeah, the
just
Xbox
above
One's far
6.
worse than this.
Yeah.
So for me though, all these games come on cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
You're not installing the game onto the system, so you're just putting your save files, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and they've even said if you,
right? Because you can take pictures with it.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
too.
mean, they've even said the games are like what did they say Zelda was like 8 gigs, something like it wasn't
Yeah.
like a huge substantial amount. So,
Mhm.
that's not a huge deal. I don't think it's a big deal, and I think everyone's prepared anyway. I see posts everywhere of like people are already buying 100 gigabyte or 200 gigabyte micro SD cards. So we've already seen this coming, and we already know that we were going to have to buy expandable memory. That 32
Yep.
gigs isn't going to be enough. So I think it's pretty well expected, and if anyone's mad about it. I don't know what to tell you. You don't know
Exactly.
much about technology
No.
if you're expecting even 30 gigabytes of storage available right
Yeah.
off the bat.
No, and you're right. That's just the name of the game now. But really, the only time you're going to need it is if you purchase a game off the online store, right?
Yeah.
And download it. I mean, that's really the only time, and that's what the SD cards are for. So,
Exactly.
but,
Did we talk about at all either about how there's going to be functionality for external hard drives possibly?
Yes,
And
because it
that
has
since
USB-C, right?
yeah,
So,
were we talking about that? How fast USB-C it is, how fast it transfers information?
No.
Oh, so I forgot who I was listening to. I was either on a forum or listening to somebody, but USB-C is ridiculously fast. It's something like 20 gigabytes a second, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So if you had an external hard drive that was able to connect to the Switch, if you needed to swap out a game quickly, you already have the game data on your Switch. If you needed to delete a game and then upload a new game, you have a game in the matter of seconds uploaded into your Switch, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, all right. But that's really all that came out of this leak. Nothing too huge, but we did get to see the UI for the first time.
Yeah, and in
And
2 weeks, he's gonna know that inside and out. It's
yep,
like it sucks, but at least he's gonna be the one to know the UI better than anyone because he's gonna have so much time to spend on it.
right.
There's probably other people have gotten into it, just didn't feel the need to put a video up about it.
Well, they're probably afraid to put it up because they
Yeah.
think that they're going to come take it away. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went
I
like
mean, we said this was a redditor, but I mean,
it was
how
NeoGaf.
NeoGaf. Yeah.
so is NeoGaf actually did? I mean, it could have been like somebody that reviews games or
Well,
was given in their reviewers,
the-
copy of the Switch.
The guy also, you could see the shine on. You could see the shine that his face was showing in there. Second off, he showed the serial number of the unit. Third off, he showed the Wi-Fi settings and everything.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
showed his
So-
Wi-Fi network.
Yep. So
That wasn't very smart of him because Nintendo's huge on that kind of stuff. Even like YouTube
Yeah.
videos of their games being up on
But the
YouTube,
thing
they
is-
shut that stuff down.
But the thing is that like a network security specialist could find him within about 100 yards of where he's at, you know. So, wasn't very smart, but whatever.
I mean, if Nintendo wanted to, they can take that serial and like ban his serial, ban his IP from getting on their network, whatever they wanted to do. So
Just true.
I'm sure he is aware of
But-
all of this.
Bottom line, though, it's not his fault he got it early,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
It's the
he
retailer's
shouldn't get
fault.
penalized
Yeah.
for it.
and he didn't get any games. He's not playing anything.
Yeah.
He's just playing with the UI. It's the retailer's fault they mailed it to him or shipped it to him.
Yeah.
So that's not on him.
Did he
I-
name the retailer? Is he from
No,
the U.S.?
I think he's from the UK.
Okay.
So, anyway, that's really all that came out of that. But kind of cool to see it in action before it launches. So, anyway, we're getting close to that time, guys, where E3's
We
coming
are.
around, and it is that time where everybody's going to start confirming what we already knew, that they're going to have their conference there, and Microsoft confirmed they're going to have a conference, but
What?
yeah, but they are moving it by a day. And they're moving it up to Sunday from Monday. They always went first on Monday morning for the past few years. They're going Sunday afternoon now, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And I think this is a really good move because this is going to give them 24 hours of talk about Xbox in the
Mhm.
gaming media. Whereas they kind of dominated the early part of the day Monday, and then PlayStation would come in and do what they do, and everybody's talking about PlayStation by the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean they got that weekend coverage too, so everyone
Yep.
has the day off mostly on Sunday, so they'll be able to watch a conference and see all the news and get excited about and it's going to be the Scorpio too, right? They leaked
Yep.
a picture of the
Mhm.
Scorpio innards, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So, but I think this is really smart because now gaming media is going to just talk about the Xbox conference for 24 hours.
Yeah, and it's good for me too because like I would be working on Monday, so
Yep.
now I can actually watch it live and not be
Mhm.
just getting updates on my phone.
And just a reminder, everybody, I know we're still a few months away, but we will bring you shows covering each of the conferences, each of the major ones for Microsoft, for Sony, Nintendo. If they have one, they haven't in the last few years. And then obviously Bethesda, which we're going to get to here in just a second, and anybody else who decides to go. EA will have one, I'm sure. So,
Yeah.
yep, and Ubisoft, where they'll announce all the games they're going to delay.
Yes.
So, all right, on the sticking with E3, Bethesda is going to have a conference again, which is intriguing in itself
Yes.
Yeah.
because it makes you wonder what they're going to announce.
Elder Scrolls.
Maybe, and we could see do you think we'll see like a Fallout New Vegas type
That's
deal?
what I was thinking too. Possibly.
I'm kind of hoping for a new IP.
That would be really cool too. It
Well,
would
didn't
be-
they leak
Well, they have
something?
Prey
Was
too,
it a week
right?
ago?
So
Yeah,
like,
but Prey comes out in May.
yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna be pushing another one, but they might. You never know.
So,
So
but
did we ever
yeah.
talk about how was it the president last week or the week prior talked about a new IP that he was excited about the new IP that they had?
for Bethesda?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so like last week or the week before last, somebody high up with Bethesda hinted out he said we're very excited about this new IP. It's going to blow everyone away.
Watch it be set in the Wild West.
I think
Yeah.
I might have saw
We'll just
that.
get,
I'm
we'll
not
get Wild
sure.
West like it's
Up to kazoo.
oversaturated. Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
But you
Um,
guys think they're gonna like announce like another mobile game like Fallout Shelter?
I think with the success that it's had, I think they'd be stupid not to.
So maybe
Yeah,
a
well,
Skyrim one or something.
maybe.
Maybe.
See if they can make it work. I mean, the Fallout Shelter is such a natural like fit for mobile
Yeah.
that I don't know how you make Skyrim work there, but I'm sure there's people smarter than us
Yeah,
there
I'd
that are
say they're
figuring
they're
that
pretty
out.
smart. I'm pretty
Yep.
confident in Bethesda.
Yep.
It really Fallout Shelter was a tag along to how many months before did it release to uh, Fallout 4? Wasn't it just like a few months?
It
So
they
you got
It
they
was that
launched it
day. The
on their
day.
day of their conference. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
it was
So
one of those things where they said, "Here's this game, and by the way, you can play it right now."
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
people are
I
excited
remember
about it.
downloading it.
um, yeah. So we'll see. Was it Todd Howard, Eugene, that was saying that?
I don't recall. I just remember seeing something about it on IGN. Saw a tweet that he was hitting towards a new IP and how excited he was and how excited he knew people were going to be for it.
Yeah. Who's the other one? I don't think it was Todd Howard. I think it was the other guy.
I don't know, but if Todd Howard says something, I take it to heart because
Yeah.
that guy is a genius in the gaming industry,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
and that's what sold me on Scorpio a year and a half before it came out. By the way, was when he was on that sizzle reel, saying
Yeah.
this is going to be a monster and the most powerful console ever made.
Oh,
Yeah.
another
You
thing
know,
too, I'm sure we'll see about their conference is Fallout VR because they talked about it
yes,
last E3, so
yep,
I'm sure that'll be something big.
mm-hmm.
Maybe
So
that's the one they'll announce and say it's available right now.
possibly, although it might be launching alongside Scorpio too. You never know. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. It's true.
So,
Yeah, because that's what it was
mhm.
for Scorpio.
I hope Michael Bolton sings during their conference.
That would be something. That's more of a Ubisoft thing though. They're the ones who bring like all the artists out and everything.
Yeah, but that's why I said I want Michael
Yeah.
Bolton for
Bethesda.
whatever.
So, all right, moving on. PlayStation Now, if you're a big fan of it, I'm sorry to tell you that it's being discontinued on the PS3 Vita and various TV models starting in August. So, Eugene, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I was excited about PlayStation Now the first month that it was released, and I don't know if you guys ever had any experience with it, but it actually worked very well. And I did not think it was going to work well at all. And this was at a time where I didn't have great internet and was able to stream games online. Forgot which games I played, but I played on both my PS3 and my Vita. So those being, I consider both those consoles pretty much dead
Yeah.
at this point. PlayStation 3 is definitely there. The Vita has been there for the last year, as sad as it is. I love the Vita.
Mhm.
But, I mean, they're not going to keep investing money in these two systems that aren't making the money.
No.
And especially since they invested so much money in PlayStation Now. I mean, they spent, what, like $2 billion to buy, what was it, Gaikai?
Mhm.
Back in the day, and it really flopped. It really wasn't what they were expecting, especially since it was supposed to tag along with the Vita and was supposed to be this great thing to where you can now play PlayStation 3 games on the go, streaming, no issues. So I'm not surprised, and I won't be surprised if really PlayStation Now in general. I don't know what kind of numbers and figures they're bringing in, but I don't think it. Do you guys think it's worth the $2 billion investment that they put
No.
into it?
I'll tell you, I was excited about it until I saw how broken their initial pricing model was.
Oh yeah, and I think they've
Remember,
gotten better with it
it
now.
did, but at first it was like a stupid amount of money to play the game for like 4 hours.
Yeah, like $5 for 4 hours to
Yeah.
rent a game is ridiculous. And for one
Bullshit.
day, it was
Yeah, it was.
you could rent a game for 4 hours. And
That's
I think it's
ridiculous.
$4.99. But they made it better now to where I think it's a monthly. I think it's $20 a month
Yep,
or
it is.
something of the sort. $20 and you can stream from the library, which is pretty neat. If you want to catch up on old catalog, but guess what? I already have a old catalog that I can go to of games that I already own, so I'm not going to
Mhm.
spend another fee for a subscription service that I'm not going to
Right.
use and
Mhm.
take up all my bandwidth. It's just not going to happen. So
And I always thought it was a little hypocritical. And remember when EA Access came out, and Sony said we're not going to carry this because we don't think this is good value
Ah,
for our fans.
Uh,
Even though they were the system that talked about all about giving gamers choice.
yep.
But in reality, I always thought they viewed it as a rival and a competitor to their service. And that's why I wasn't there. And I still stand by that. I think that's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you talk about giving gamers choice, why are you making decisions for gamers on how to spend their money?
See, I kind of compare them to Apple in that sense. where they want to have control. Like they don't want like let another company allow their device to do something or their console. So they want to control it.
Hmm. And that's fine, but don't feed a line of crap
Yeah.
about it. So don't give us the "we're protecting your wallet" thing. That's stupid. EA Access is one of the best values out there.
Oh yes, for sure.
So
Yes.
Like I'm surprised that doesn't go up just a little bit, and if it do, like I will still pay for it.
yeah, I mean it's been
'Cause
$30. It's been a
it's a
flat
great
$30
deal.
for the year since it came out.
Yeah, and the
So
fact you get play games early, and then if you decide to buy the game, you get a 10% discount, and then
Mhm.
if you find like team packs for some games, you get discount on everything.
yeah, I mean I wouldn't be surprised to see it go to 40 for a year, but
Yeah,
it'd still be a good value at that.
yep, for sure.
So anyway, Microsoft's offering on Xbox a free weekend of Xbox Gold this coming weekend. So if you listen to us right after we post, you'll be able to take advantage of that and free trials of Rocket League and NBA 2K17.
Nice.
Now you guys were saying that PlayStation's doing one for a week long.
Yeah, I think it's either next week or the week after they're going to do a full week uh,
Okay.
free PlayStation, which a
And
huge uproar about it.
And cue the
I want a
tears.
refund.
Yeah.
I want to rock.
Yeah.
No, seriously, people are complaining and are saying that they want a refund of the paying customers. I've already paid for a month, and you're giving a week away. Well, I want a week for free. I mean,
So
is
what
that
would the refund be for a week then? Like for their whole year, what they
I
pay?
don't know,
Like
like
$2?
$2, $3?
Not
They
even.
want to be reimbursed for
even.
$2, $3. I mean,
Yeah.
It'd be
I
less than
can't
$2.
Like
believe, and
and
really to give away a free weekend or give away a free week. I mean, it's to help the network. It's going to
Yep.
bring in more people. It's
That's
going
the
to bring in a
thing.
greater
Yep.
Yes.
audience.
More
Okay.
People
competition.
understand that.
Oh,
So that's like us when a game comes out for like free games for gold and someone already owned that game. They're like, well, I want some money back for this money that I paid retail price.
and I'm sure there are people that do that too.
Graham, but
And
it's just in this day and age, dude. There are just people out there that cry at every little thing and just
What?
bitch and moan.
Oh,
They
I know.
don't put
Little-
any thought into what they're talking about before they start spewing, and this is just one of those times. So what if
Yeah.
people who don't have the service get it for free for a week? You know what? They're just drawing more people into play with it.
Yes.
You can just shut
Yeah.
up and let them
Here's-
do their
and
thing.
And they
this
give
is
you free
how-
games and you don't have to. So
yes. And by the way, we're already to the point where people feel entitled to free games now.
yeah.
And we were there a year ago. But anyway, here's my thing on this. This is how short-sighted people are now. Like, the more people that pay for the service, that's free revenue for them
Mm-hmm.
that they can invest back into the console to make it better and
Yeah.
make the service better, which, by the way, hasn't been as good as Xbox Live since ever.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, those
yes,
download times
the
are
console's
brutal.
great, but the online service for PlayStation Network has always been second to Xbox Live. Always. And
Yep.
the more people that get on there and experience it and say, yeah, I'm going to pay for this because this is pretty cool, the better it is for everyone. So stop being a whiny little bitch. Stop crying about your $1.75 or whatever it is because that's stupid.
Snowflakes,
Yes.
little snowflakes.
This is how we got to where we are.
It's sad,
Terrible.
sad society we live in.
You know,
Anyway.
the internet gave everybody a voice, and that was a major mistake. You should have to take an aptitude test before you were able to post your opinion on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah, and I want to say that Sony has given in the past. They've done something like
They
this
have,
before,
and that's why people bitch.
and that's why people feel entitled. I mean, in PlayStation, they're people that take advantage of this week aren't going to get what Xbox gets because basically, if you get gold free this weekend, you're entitled to the free game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you sign up for a weekend, you get a free game. So I mean, Xbox people should be more livid about it because
But-
people are getting a free game that they paid for. But no one should really be livid about it,
No.
even
But
upset
no,
about
but
it.
when the weekend's over, dude, they can't access anymore. You have to have active gold to play those games.
Well,
Yeah,
I thought
they-
once you have
they
it
changed
downloaded,
it.
I thought it was yours.
No,
No?
they changed it now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they changed it because I
They
was like,
also
it used to be
changed
that way.
They also changed the sharing too. Now it'll tell you. First of all, it won't let you pre-download it if your friend pre-ordered it. You have to wait till after the clock ticks to 0, and then so you can install or buy now and keep it forever. So they know now they put it in there. You know that they put a few restrictions on the game sharing. So.
Mhm. Yeah. but I still don't think they're ever going to really take it away.
No,
Not when they're
that would cause a major freaking uproar,
and,
massive.
and again, there shouldn't be one over it. There shouldn't,
I
because
know.
people should pay for what they get.
It's a
but
privilege, right? So
yes, and I think the only reason it still exists is because Microsoft is in second place, and they have committed themselves to being a great customer service, thing, and giving a great experience. That's why I think it's still there. If the roles were reversed and Microsoft had sold 55 million consoles by now and Sony was at 30, I think it'd be gone. But that's just me. So, but yeah, just stop
Quit your
complaining.
whining.
I wonder what Michael
whining.
Bolton would say about this.
He would sing a song about it.
So, anyway,
Can we be lovers if we can't be
All right.
friends?
Does he still have long hair?
I'm sure.
No,
Just
he
waste-
does not. He
No.
has a special on Netflix right now. The Valentine's Day
I
special.
saw him laying out.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? Watch the beginning of it. It starts out having nothing to do with Valentine's Day whatsoever.
So here's what we'll do, Mike. You watch the show, the entire show, and you can do a special review next week.
How about no? I'd
Tune
like
in.
to go watch the damn show.
All right. Finally, in news, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is getting a day one season pass, staying with the theme of crying and whining. This will be the first time ever that a mainline Zelda game is getting DLC, and people are unhappy. Again, imagine that.
Oh wow!
why are you unhappy?
Shocker.
You're getting more Zelda, and you don't know what this DLC is. Like, it could be a big, like, another castle, another quest. So it's probably gonna be well worth it. So would you rather just have the base game, finish it, and then done?
People
this is
would
great,
rather
man.
people would rather cancel their Switch pre-order, which I've seen posts all over Facebook about canceling my
No.
pre-order over
Oh
a $20 Zelda DLC. Ridiculous.
Oh my god!
And you don't even need to pay for it. It's optional.
It
You can
is
just
optional,
stick
and
with the
people are
base
responding
game.
like this. You do not have to. If you don't like it, then you don't have to buy it. Just play the main game. That's all you
it,
have to
yeah.
do.
I want it for
Are you
free.
serious?
That's
People are
the-
canceling their
Yes.
Switch
Yes,
pre-orders
people are
due to
canceling their
this?
Switch pre-orders because they are so
They
upset
talk so
about it.
much shit. They aren't canceling anything.
They no,
suck one.
but they are. I've seen it, and it's ridiculous. And they act like this is the first time Nintendo has ever done this.
This
Which
is
is not.
laughable, man.
I mean,
Yes,
how
it
many
is.
times have they done
DLC.
this? Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, the Hyrule Warriors had DLC.
Yeah.
This is not the first time Nintendo has had DLC. I pay for Pokemon that I don't even play. I pay $5 a year to store my Pokemon in their Pokemon bank. I give them $5 of my money a year to store my Pokemon for previous Pokemon games, and
Mhm.
and people pay for that, but are complaining about $20 DLC. That you're right, Graham. They're gonna add in a whole new dungeon. They're gonna have
Mhm.
a mirror world or something. They're gonna add in. They're gonna do something great. I mean, this
Yeah.
is Nintendo. They're not gonna half-ass it and just make people pay
Well-
$20 for something.
I see the DLC being good because it's still a fairly new model for them. So I think they'd be dumb to come out with something that's pretty half-assed. But again, like, it's sad because
And it's optional. You're not
Yeah.
being forced.
Yeah.
They don't
Super
get it.
That's the
Super
thing.
Luigi Wii U. I mean, that was a
But-
full, I think, $40 to play the same game. It was basically new Super Mario Wii U, except it
Oh,
had
yeah,
Luigi
Luigi.
in it, and the levels were harder, but they're the exact same levels. You play as Luigi. You pay $40 for it.
Yeah,
And
I
people
remember that.
didn't
I
complain
did. I
about
did that.
yeah, I don't know. It's sad. Like, when you go to like high school, you learn about like the Enlightenment age, and now we live in the entitlement age.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I just want everything for free. And guess what? If you don't want to pay for it, you don't have to buy it.
They're not holding a gun to your head.
Nobody's forcing you to buy the damn thing.
Right.
So
It's kind of like the Amish, man. I mean, I realize when they become of age, they're allowed to go out for a few days into the real world and check everything out and decide if they want to stay Amish or not. But it's like Nintendo was Amish with all of their games, with no DLC, and all of a sudden, the real world's kicking in and they're all, freaking out. So, if
Yeah.
you don't want it, you don't have to have it. You can go back
Mhm.
to being Amish.
I agree, and it's I don't even know if it's necessarily a Nintendo thing because they're crying about about not getting a refund for for other people getting a free week.
It's just
like-
people will have to have something to cry about nowadays, man. It's just the way it is.
There are way
There's-
too many people that aren't happy unless they aren't happy.
Yes, that is so very true.
And,
But they're only unhappy because they choose so.
well, that's what I mean. They're not happy unless they're not happy.
Right.
They
And
just
the only time they're happy is when they're pissed off about something and
they've
tweeting
got
up
to
the
have
storm.
something to talk about, have something to make a conversation about, which is just ridiculous.
And being happy makes them anxious, so then they're like, "Oh, I can't stand this. I got to go back to being unhappy."
This is
Yeah.
Battlefront all over again.
Yeah.
People
And-
complain about Battlefront DLC.
Yep.
Don't
And
buy
it
it.
doesn't mean even if you are like, okay, now I'm obligated to buy it. Well, why don't you just wait and see if it's really good? Maybe it's like,
Yeah.
well, it's not worth it and stuff like that, and then you don't have to.
How about we know Nintendo's going to keep their promise. I mean, you guys remember the latest Batman game where they had I think it's $50 DLC,
Yes.
but they couldn't promise anything.
They wouldn't
But
tell you what was in it. They
and I
couldn't tell you what
still-
was in it. Yep.
Did they still release all the DLC? I still don't think they've
I
released
don't
all the
know.
DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where people have a right
That's
to
a
say
problem.
something.
Yeah.
When they say we're going to sell this to you for $50, but we can't really tell you what's in it yet.
It's a secret.
Yeah. So you have a right to know what you're paying for.
Yeah.
But
You do.
But again, it's up to you whether or not you want to spend the money.
Yep.
So quit crying and let's move on. Like,
Talk with your wallets, not with your
Yeah.
damn fingertips on the internet.
yes, it's
Get over
not worth
yourselves.
it's not worth canceling the console pre-order over. And by the way, those people aren't going to cancel their console pre-order.
No.
They're just looking for attention. And it's like the same people who last year, like there was this group, and I don't remember their name, but they were the ones like leading the charge, bitching about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, that they're not buying the game. And guess what? On day one, some
They
people
bought the game.
some people went and looked up their gamer tags, and guess what? They were all playing it.
That's par for the course, man.
So it's not, they aren't even serious. They just want attention.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, anything else on that, gentlemen?
No.
All right, everybody, that's all the news that we have for you this week. Graham,
Yes.
what can we get new in stores this week?
Well, Tyler, I'm glad you asked. For this week, we don't have any major releases, but that's okay because they're coming. We're still getting our fill every once in a while, but we're still got a few releases from each console to keep our wallets open.
So you don't count Halo Wars 2 as a major release?
That was already released, man.
Oh, burn.
Well, its official release date's February 21st.
No, I announced that last.
Oh.
Well, if you listen to the last episode, I announced Halo Wars.
Oh.
So
Here we go, Captain Excuses.
Yeah, look at, now he's got a
lubed himself
PlayStation.
up.
Now he's got a PlayStation, so now he's a PlayStation snob.
oh yeah,
Any
yeah.
Xbox
That-
game, that's just
exactly-
any Xbox game, that's just a little release now.
Yeah, nothing's important.
Hmm?
And even starting with the PlayStation,
Of course you are.
Exactly, because now PlayStation's number one in my world.
Yep.
So for the PlayStation side of things,
Burn.
we have Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, which releases on February 21st. Also sharing this same release date, we have Berserk and the Band of the Hawk, Ye's Revenge, or not Revenge, Origin. Just making things up right now.
Oranges.
And Night in the Woods. Now, to cap things off for the awesome PS4 owners, such as myself, we have releasing on February 24th a Pixel Story. Now, for
Greatest
the
game ever.
the greatest game ever, there you go. So, for the lesser known console, the Xbox, releasing for this week, we have releasing on the 21st Halo Wars, the first one, Definitive Edition. And
Oh
along
my
with that,
God.
we have Vaccine and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Banned Footage Volume 2. Now you might be saying, Volume 2? But where's Volume 1? Well, I'm not sure the reasoning, but Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Banned Footage Volume 1 will get its release day on the 24th of this month.
Okay.
So, and also releasing on the 24th for Xbox, we have Boko Suka Wars 2, and as Tyler just said, an amazing game and a Pixel Story.
I was kidding. But yeah.
Yes, I figured he was kidding.
I mean, it's amazing for PlayStation, but not for Xbox.
Yes.
God.
So that's all I got for you guys.
All right, Mike, what can we save money on this week?
All right, here we go. We're gonna take a look at what's free. Actually, it's the 16th, so there are new things out today. Project Cars 3 is now available for the Xbox One, free to download. For the 360 is Star Wars Force Unleashed. If you have not played that, or you have even before, I mean, you might as well get it because it's a pretty awesome game. It's when I first started with that engine. The Frostbite engine, was it? No, it wasn't Frostbite. What was it called? The one that, yeah, it was the Frostbite that
Yeah.
started with all the destruction and everything. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was one of the first games that utilized that engine, and it was groundbreaking back then. So definitely check that out. Free for with the PS4 this month is Little Big Planet 3, Ninja Senki DX, Not a Hero, Starwall, and Torkel. So those run all month, so you can check that out. And as far as the deals this week with Gold and in the PlayStation Store goes, there's nothing really out of the ordinary with either one of them. So if you want to check it out, go to MajorNelson.com, and he's got them all listed for the Xbox, or go to store.playstation.com and check them out there. Like I said, we're going to add our Nintendo segment of deals this week. There's not a hell of a lot of them, but Walmart US, SMT Tokyo Mirage Sessions is $10 in store right now. Breath of the Wild DLC USA and Collector's Edition Strategy Guide is up for pre-order on Amazon. Super Smash Bros. Wii U, Amazon, $38.99 plus tax-free shipping with Prime. Amazon UK, pre-orders available for the Switch again as of today. Best Buy pre-orders in stock for Switch console as well in the United States. Shovel Knight is $7 on the Wii U right now. Okay, so that's what you got going on. That's worthwhile right now. Oh, also, just so you know, Amazon exclusive Yoshi Green New 3DS XL is now available for $199.99. So that's what's going on with Nintendo. So we're going to jump over to the Xbox and see what's going on over here. All right. So Forza 5 digital download is $7.49 a Newegg. So if you wanted to catch up on that, I mean, that's a good price. Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection is $24.99 on Newegg. For Honor is already $49.99 at Newegg. Now, I told you guys, I said, it's not even worth pre-ordering games anymore because the game's been out, since Tuesday? And it's already $10 off. So, I'm telling you, this is going to be the trend from now on. It's going to start at 60 and then it's going to drop and it's going to drop and it's going to drop like a freaking rock. Attack on Titan is $24.99 via Newegg. Final Fantasy 15 is $29.99 via Newegg. Dead Rising 4, $29.99 via Newegg. Xbox One S 1 terabyte console comes with Halo 5, Dead Rising 3, and an extra wireless controller. It's $289 via eBay. Another one with Halo Wars 2, Xbox controller black, Spirit of the Fire patch, $354 via eBay. Whatever the Spirit of the Fire patch is. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition is $30 via Newegg right now. Titanfall 2 is $20 via Best Buy with GCU. NBA 2K17 Base and Deluxe Editions are $41.99, $51.99, $59.99, and via Newegg. So Fallout 4 for Prime members via Amazon is $16.89. So now we're going to skip over to the PS4. All right, let's see here. I got a PS4 Slim 500 gigabyte Uncharted 4 bundle for $211 at Jet with promo code TRIPLE15. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is $15.99 GCU at Best Buy. Pretty sure you could probably find it for the Xbox One at the same price. Hasbro Family Fun Pack Conquest Edition is $12.47 at Amazon. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Standard Edition is $25 at Blue Tech via eBay. And that's BLUTEK. US Newegg, 50% off 24 PS4 games. You guys are going to have to go to Newegg and check that out yourself. Probably be a lot to list, obviously. Titanfall 2, $22.27 used on Amazon right now. Bioshock Collection, $30 on Amazon. The Division or Rainbow Six Siege is $19.99 at Best Buy. For Honor is also on sale at $50 on eBay for the PS4 as well. Uncharted 4: A Thieves End is $27.99 via Altatech, ALTATAC at Rakuten. Yeah. Okay. So whatever. We don't need to make our names any more difficult. NBA 2K17 Standard Edition is $30 on Amazon right now. Steep is $30 on Amazon. Tales of Berseria is $44.96 on Amazon. So with that being said, the one more. PS4 Slim 500 gigabyte Uncharted 4 bundle plus XCOM 2 is $229.99 at Dell right now. So with that being said, that's pretty much going to do it for the deals this week, guys. You know, there are some small decent ones out there. What's that?
So, Mike, I tagged you on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it. I want to bring up two
Humble Bundle,
deals.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's two Humble Bundles right now, and you guys might actually be interested. They have a Star Wars Humble Bundle right now, where you get 15 Star Wars games for Steam for $14.
Wow.
And they are the good Star Wars games.
That's the collection I already bought. I don't know how much I paid for it.
Yeah, $14 for 15 Star Wars games for Steam.
That's pretty sweet.
And then there's another one. It's called the Freedom Bundle. For $30, you get The Witness, Stardew Valley, Day of the Tentacle Remastered, Overgrowth, Nuclear Throne, Octodad, and about 10 more titles. Actually, more than 10 more. I'm looking through the list here. It looks like maybe about 20 titles total. But The Witness and Stardew Valley for $30 alone, I think that's a great deal.
I know Octodad and I know Data Tentacle and all that stuff too. That's
yeah, World of Goose on here, Stanley Parable, Super Hexagon. So there's a lot of good games. VVVVV.
For now on, I'll include the PC Humble Bundles as well because those are always worth talking about for the most part.
I just thought these were worth noting just because.
Oh yeah.
The Star Wars.
Is that a monthly thing?
No. You just pay $30 one time, and you can pick the charity. Usually, it's for about 3 charities per bundle, and you can sort out the money how you want them to go to the certain charities. This one in particular is for ACLU, International Rescue Committee, and Médecins Sans Frontieres, Doctors Without Borders. Oh, Doctors Without Borders. You can pick out of that $30 how much goes to what charity. But I just thought that this was worth noting. For $30, absolutely. I think that's great.
What's the required amount to go to the game people, to the publishers?
So you can pick that as well. So whenever you pay like the $30 or whatever, it breaks up the percentages and the recommended amount. But if you want more to go to the developers and if you want more to go to charity, you decide that.
Yeah.
So,
well, at least you're not some bogus little charities and stuff like that. ACLU,
no, I love
Doctors with Borders are no joke. I mean, they do get stuff done.
Oh yeah,
that sounds like a great idea.
I wouldn't really donate any money to ACLU personally, but Doctors Without Borders for sure. The other one, I'd pick that. And you can split up the money anytime you want, any way you want to. And the Star Wars one is for UNICEF.
Just out of curiosity, for my own knowledge, why wouldn't you not donate to the ACLU?
I mean, if I had to pick between the ACLU, a government foundation like that in the U.S., I'd rather pick Doctors Without Borders, where they're overseas and in dangerous territories. I'd rather.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, like you said, you can get percentages to each, correct?
Yeah, so I'd put more of my money personally towards Doctors Without Borders.
Okay, I was just curious.
I'm not going to go to a political rant or anything, but I'd rather it go to Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah. That's fine. I was just wondering.
All right. Cool.
Okay, and I got one correction to make. Like, you were correct on Halo Wars 2. It comes out on the 21st.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
So where I'm getting my information. Maybe because if you pre-ordered, I think you get it early.
Yeah, you got it 4 days early if you pre-ordered.
So I think that's where I got that number from. So I apologize to everyone who's yelling at me right now saying he was wrong.
We just lost 3 Xbox listeners. Thanks, Graham.
Yeah, so
They're
Graham,
Xbox listeners.
Your plan is working.
We lost our entire Halo fan base.
So
Don't look
no, they
their way.
I actually pre-ordered it through CD Keys, and They haven't sent me the code yet. The code's not available yet, so I can't play early, which stinks. So,
Bitch.
yeah. All right. Well, let's move into what we've been playing. I'll go first because it's been a little bit of a crazy work week. This is like the 1 week per month that everything's a little up and down, and a little backwards schedule
Feel ya.
wise. So
I've worked a lot this week too.
yeah, so I've just basically played a little bit of NHL, but I do look forward to firing up For Honor tomorrow. So who wants to go next?
I've been playing For Honor.
How is it?
It's good, man. I mean, you know, like I said, you're not going to be able just to sit there and mash buttons with your forehead and win in this one. There's just no way. You really got to figure this stuff out. But I will tell you, playing the single player kind of makes it so you just sort of like and start hitting everything just to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
I would highly recommend going through the advanced mode tutorial and then doing the one-on-one versus the computer. Because that's you get a lot more bang for your buck with that.
How's the achievement breakdown, like versus for single player versus online or whatever?
I have I don't know, you weren't here when I said this, but they took away the achievement app off of the new update.
Oh,
so I can't. I haven't looked into how to go check the achievements yet, but it's like, you know, you go over there and there's no more app, and it's like, okay, because I want to look this up for Fallout Shelter for a couple things, so I got to go, you know, dig in and figure out how to get into it now. I'm sure it's right there in front of my face. I just haven't looked yet. Yeah. But I've gotten one or two achievements in single players so far, but I'm only at 1.5, chapter 1.5 in the single player. So
okay, cool. Yeah, I look forward to getting into it tomorrow. So.
But I'm definitely gonna sit down and master the Valkyrie to play online against other people, because I don't see anybody playing that class, and I don't care if it's like the worst class in the world. You know, it's just different, and I like it, so I will learn how to play it and become competitive.
Cool. All right, who's up?
So I've been playing. I beat Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
How'd you like it?
So I was surprised how much I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I beat it pretty quickly. I beat it, I think, the day whenever I said I was going to.
Mm-hmm.
But I was pleasantly surprised on how well it played, and it didn't feel like any other Call of Duty I played. I still didn't feel as connected with the characters in the game as I have in previous Call of Duties, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed particularly not much of the story mission, because I felt the story was kind of just thrown out there, and at the end it kind of didn't make sense to me. But the space battles, especially, like where you have to fly the Jackal around and go to different planets and take down the fighters and stuff. I got all the single player trophies for that game. But I really did enjoy it. It wasn't what I expected it to be. Definitely a lot better than what was the previous one?
God,
I can't remember.
Black Ops 3.
Was it Black? Yeah. Oh, I hated Black Ops 3 story, so it wasn't as bad as Black Ops 3, but it was good. Like it was a good Call of Duty. I still want them to go back to the old formula, but I'm definitely glad I played it and got it out of the way and can say I actually beat it. So I beat that, and then I started The Witcher. I started over.
Nice.
Smart move.
Yeah, so I put it on and I'm not embarrassed to say that I put it on the easiest difficulty, just because I do want to focus on the story and focus on beating the game.
Listen, don't be embarrassed, because I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, I want to focus on the story and just play it, enjoy the game.
So, yeah, exactly.
I don't want to focus on dying and being stressed out by not being able to beat people.
Honestly, the normal mode is not hard. Really
and really is. I started it, like I said. I only put about 10 hours in it previously, but the combat system isn't what I particularly enjoy. I enjoy the story overall and the crafting and the quest more than anything. So I didn't want to focus on any of that. So I started that over. I looked up the question videos like you recommended. So whenever that point pops up, then I'll know what to do. I simulated The Witcher 2, and then I'll answer those questions to kind of get help later in the game. And then I whipped out my girlfriend wanted to play some. She wanted to play some.
I whipped
Okay,
out.
let me
I whipped out
rephrase.
something
And his
my
girlfriend
girlfriend
played
wanted
with
to play.
it.
Let me rephrase. So
No,
my,
it made
my
perfect
girlfriend
sense.
wanted to get
No,
into
no,
a multiplayer game. She's like, we need to play a game. You've been playing Final Fantasy. We need to play a game together. And I'm like, fine, let's look at my collection. And she picked the Master Chief collection, which I bought and hadn't beaten. So we're playing that co-op. We started with a Halo CE, and we're gonna try to get through all of it. So I'm gonna be playing for the next few weeks. I don't think I'm gonna pick up Halo Wars. I'll be playing the Halo Master Chief collection and then also The Witcher. But that's what I've been playing.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
Graham, that reminds me, once we get sick of NHL, sick of losing, we have to get back and finish MCC.
I would like to for
Yeah.
sure because that was the plan, and then that
I'm
plan
always- hey,
completely fell
Hey,
apart.
I'm always down to play Halo.
So
I'm
were you playing
always down to
Legendary
play
or?
Halo. No, we tried.
I'm just
Um,
playing on normal right
So
now.
keep in mind, like, Graham was total Halo noob
Yes.
when we fired this game up. Like, it's the first time he's ever played Halo.
Uh-huh.
So Legendary was a little much. So
Yeah,
we did Heroic.
Legendary it is a hard game on Legendary.
Yeah,
There's
it's very difficult. Like that and Gears on the hardest difficulties are not easy.
But
Have
was
you
it Halo
beat-
5 that we tried Legendary?
Yeah,
'Cause
we
I don't
tried
think
we tried Halo 5 on Legendary and we got like right
depressed.
on that first yeah, we got depressed, but it was like that first hill you kind of have to get up,
Yeah.
and we were like, okay, well, we're done. Let's go back to Halo 1
Yeah.
and play on Heroic. So yeah, we absolutely got to do that, Graham. But you have to drive in the final level because I hate that.
So I will say one thing: Combat Evolved has not aged well. Even being remastered, it is.
No, but it's still
It's going to
such a
be
good
difficult to
game.
get through. It's going to be difficult to get through, but I mean,
I enjoyed it. Like
we're just going to play through it quickly. We're not going to try to get
Yeah.
into this. I don't know. Remember if there's any skulls or anything, but
I don't
you
know if
bring
there
up
is-
Gears.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they're on one. I think
Huh.
in 2 they start.
You bring up Gears. Did you ever beat Gears?
No, I still haven't been.
We still need a. We still. I think we're on the
Oh.
last act on hardcore.
I
We're
know.
playing it on hardcore. So
But now I'm gonna get stubborn, and I'm gonna say my HDR TV is gonna be here in a month.
oh, you're gonna wait till the HDR.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
I can see Gears 4 in HDR.
Okay, we can do
Yep.
that. So we don't need to
Um,
skip that. We need to do that sometime.
But for MCC Graham, I don't have to wait for that. So
Yeah.
it's but it is really cool to go and do the toggling between like what the game looked like back in 2002 or 2001 or whatever it was versus today or the remastered.
Yeah.
I remember being blown away by that game, but looking at it now,
Oh,
it's
you
like,
look at it now,
uh,
like you look at the original, man, that game does not hold up.
no.
But man, is it fun! It's just so much fun, and yeah, I love my Halo games. So
I like pushing the select button too, just to
Mhm.
see
That's what I'm saying. Toggle,
how
yeah.
it's changed.
It's kind of
yeah.
hard
Yeah.
getting used to not being able to aim down sights.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I'm saying like my dream is that they'll announce Halo 6 for Scorpio launch. I know it won't happen, but that's my dream.
I mean,
So-
it's a good possibility.
So it's usually a 3-year cycle though, and this is
Yeah.
only year 2. So, all right. Who's left, Graham?
Yes. Well, I don't remember it, but I'm gonna assume I played NHL 17 this week. This
Yeah.
week's kind of been a blur.
We did on Sunday.
I still think for funsies,
Yeah, that-
funsies
and-
you should put Eugene as a GM of our current one and make a new one and go and destroy worlds. Get us back in the groove.
Yeah, but I want to keep leveling our team up though. It doesn't really do anything to go do
So I
that.
mean, we're gonna lose everything.
And I think a lot of times you develop more bad
No, it
habits.
doesn't mean
than
we don't
good.
lose. It means we don't. It means we don't lose everything, Graham.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, Graham, what
So-
have you been playing?
And the other game I've been playing has been Fallout Shelter.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to give somebody some advice. If it's really late at night and you figure maybe I should just check in on my vault just to see what's going on, collect some resources before I go to sleep, that's not really a good idea, especially if there's a chance that you might fall asleep playing this. Because I experienced this last night. And then I don't know how long I was like out for, but then when I woke up, all my resources were drained. Everyone had rad poisoning, and they're on the brink of death. So then I had to punch in a whole bunch of time just to do damage control. So it's not the type of game where you want to just fight your way through it. If you're tired, do not play Fallout Shelter. But it's a great game.
Yeah.
And it's free, so everyone should be playing it and downloading it.
Yep. And this week, if I can get your help on this if I forget, but this week we're going to post to see about doing some like community events, community play things. So
Yeah.
get together on night and play a game. So,
yeah, we will totally.
Yeah.
So community recommendations. Send us an email.
Yep.
What do you want to play, and we'll play with you.
Yep.
Give
Let's do
us a list of your favorite games, and we'll see who.
I've kind of
likes
been
those
itching
games
for
well.
Overwatch. We keep saying it,
I know.
and I want to play
me
some
too.
Overwatch.
Me too, actually.
I even want to play a little bit. That we played Titanfall a few weeks back, and
Yeah,
that was even fun for
that
the
was
few
fun.
hours that we played it. We need to do
Yep.
that again.
Yep.
Or even
You
some
guys are the
games-
reason I bought Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2
Talked about
online
it on the
is fun.
podcast. You told me to get it. I
That's
downloaded
right.
it.
Even though I'm horrible, I
Inspiration.
enjoyed it.
It doesn't matter. It's still fun.
Gears
Even if-
Horde, even Gears Horde.
Gears Horde was fun too until the dude just left.
The guy that was super high. I don't know who he
Yeah.
was, but he had to put down like 5 turrets and waste all our money.
And then we're actually doing okay, and then he just leaves.
Yeah,
and
we're
he's the
like
leader of the party.
we're on like wave 45, and he just bails out.
Yeah, he's gone. We're done.
Yeah, the host. He is hosting, by the way.
Wow, what a dick.
Yeah, and it was because I had to take my dog out. Like my dog's having a meltdown, so I went and like hid my character in the corner.
Oh, I remember that.
And I took him out, and I'm trying to get the dog to go as fast as he can possibly go, which is not easy with him.
Yeah.
And I get back in, all of a sudden we're back in the menu. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that is absolutely fun too. So we just need to pick some nights when we're not going to play NHL and start tackling these other things, Graham, like MCC and Overwatch and Titanfall 2. So we just get in this thing where it's like NHL, okay,
Yeah.
and away we go.
We just
And
go
then-
to our comfort zone, our go-to.
Yes. So, all right.
Anyway,
Anyway, let's move into discussion. Are you done over there?
no.
So let's move into discussion. And before we do, first, just a reminder again, we'll post this on the Facebook group as well. But we are going to be doing a connected franchise league for MLB The Show 17. So if you have anything interested in that, and you have a PS4 and you plan on getting in the game, let us know, and we'll get you in on that. And also, before we move into questions, do have one from Raz here. I have an email from him just letting us know he received, he said over a week ago actually, the prize stuff that we gave away during the holidays, and absolutely loves it. He says Inner Geek and Nerd came out. His wife was like, "What the hell is that stuff?" And he told her not to worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she won't understand. And he says kids are trying to steal some of the stuff, but good luck to them.
I put a lot of toys in
So,
there, so I'm
yeah.
sure. But I put like some Halo Mega Blocks and the Zelda amiibo and
Yeah,
some
he
other-
said his oldest wants the Zelda amiibo.
and he's
so-
like, "Get over it.
Smart
Yep.
kid he's
You
got.
got another
So-
thing coming." Yeah.
So he also said, Eugene, that it looks like you took his advice without even hearing it, but he said you should play The Witcher 3 in your free time.
Yeah.
So
I think it was a good decision.
I think so too.
I was torn between Metal Gear Solid and The Witcher, but I'm going to go with The Witcher.
But now I got to make sure I beat it before you do, because then I'll feel like an ass.
yeah. So Raz, glad you liked it. Again, thank you for being such a great part of the community. And let's move into community questions. Eugene, what do you got?
So we have a few questions, just 2 questions. From our regular, Steve
That'd be a
Wiseman. How big is your backlog, and do you think you'll ever finish it? So I'll start. My backlog is huge. It's embarrassing huge. I have a tendency of sporadically buying games and never playing them. Especially, I'll drop down $100, $150, $200 on some collector's editions, and then not play them. For example, I still have Overwatch, which I played day one and maybe a few days afterwards, and haven't really touched it. I still have my Doom collector's edition sitting around, my Fallout collector's edition sitting there. So I'm pretty bad about that. But I probably have from even humble bundles. I have about 300 games built up in my Steam that I never play, and then my Xbox One and PS4 collection, just really embarrassing how many games I have. I have 60 Xbox 360 games that I haven't played yet, brand new in the package, and haven't touched them. I'm really hoping for the day that I'll get hit by a vehicle, hit by a car, break my legs, and I can go on leave for maybe a 6 months to a year, and I can just play all these video games. Or
Maybe we should
I
just have an accident together because that would help me too.
yeah, so we can, be bed buddies in the hospital and just hook up our Xbox and play our backlog.
much
Or
work.
maybe maybe Donald Trump will help out with my retirement, and I'll retire at 65, and then I'll have all these video games to play in my retirement. I don't know,
Yep.
but
But do you know how
I
many more
don't.
games you'll have by then?
I know.
Oh, probably a lot.
It's
But
not going to get any smaller, your backlog.
yeah, my backlog's embarrassing. I mean, how long ago did The Witcher 3 come out? Like one and a half
It's
years
May
ago.
of 15.
Yeah, so it's been a while, almost 2 years now. So I'm just now getting to it. And Metal Gear Solid also collector's edition. Haven't even opened it. So there's a lot of games that I'll never get to them. I'll never get to finish my backlog. I'll play one or two around, and I might get the itch to pick up one of them. For example, I talked about Catherine a few weeks ago, to where I bought that on day one. Never played it, and that game probably came out 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm just now putting it in my Xbox in the backwards compatibility, and just now playing it. So no, I'll never finish my backlog. It's embarrassing. It's huge. I have hundreds of games I have not played or finished.
Yeah, so mine's just stupid too. I still haven't finished Gears of War 4, which we just talked about. And it's funny because we were just talking about all this, but I want to finish Master Chief Collection again. I've never finished Witcher 3. I've never finished Fallout 4. Never finished Recore.
Oh, I forgot about Recore.
Yeah.
Did you ever play WWE?
No, I want to play more Titanfall 2. I want to, I want to play. I definitely want to play more Overwatch. Yeah, it's just there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
And time's limited. And like I said, we get in this thing where it's just like NHL, okay, and there we go. And 5 hours later, we're done.
Yep.
So
Angry at the game and
yeah.
not accomplish anything.
we just need to like set aside like 2 nights a week where it's not going to be that, it's going to be something else. So if anybody hears a game that you'd like to play, let us know, and we'll be happy to put that together.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
For my backlog, I'm not going to go through all the games, but I'm just going to tell you what systems I have backlogs on. I have PC games on backlog. I got PS4 games backlog. I got Xbox One games on backlog. I got 3DS games. I got Game Boy Color. Like I can
Game Boy
just
Color?
go through all the systems. Yeah, I got all the Zelda games. I want to go through them on their respective consoles. So, and I have it's. You guys were listing off ones, and I thought, oh yeah, I just bought a PS4, which Doom came with, and I've never touched that game.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, I haven't
and
finished that either.
I got the
So-
Uncharted
Oh, and I know
collection.
it's such a good
I got
game, too.
Uncharted 4.
Mhm.
I got even Zelda like Skyward Sword and stuff like that.
Last of Us. Yeah.
Like Twilight Princess. Like I could just go on with my backlog. And like I said, I've got that whole Star Wars collection on Steam. So Force Unleashed 1 and 2. There's so many good games out there. So I'm just hoping that I can just stop working and get hit by a car like Eugene said.
So come to
That'd be actually
America.
awesome.
Come to America, I'll break your legs. You got into some mad American got mad at you and broke your legs.
Well,
and-
maybe we should do that in Canada where we have free health care because I don't want to end up having to pay for my...
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have some. You probably they have some kind of retirement plan where you can just retire and be disabled the rest of your life and be rich and be okay. So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That sounds good.
and I will never finish this backlog.
No.
And like looking ahead, I just have more and more hours of games coming to me with the new Zelda game. Now that's open world and with DLC. I know I'm going to be one of those people that buy it. And Mass Effect Andromeda coming out. I'm sure that's going to require some time as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
that's me.
Mike, how about you?
I have 108 games installed and 254 ready to install. That pretty much says it right there.
All right. So there you go.
So next question, Evangeline Gale, which is a woman's name. We all say we don't want remasters. We all say we don't want remasters, but we all have exceptions. What are yours? And I think we've talked about this before. I like remasters if it's the right remaster. What do you want, Tyler? You go.
My answer, I've already got what I wanted. My answer to this was always BioShock. And by the way, that's in my backlog too. So, but I always wanted BioShock remastered. and I got it. There's nothing else really that I'm dying to see.
I'd like to see Fallout, Bethesda's conference. I'd like to see Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas come to the current gen consoles.
Not just
Much
backwards
better it runs.
compatible.
It is backwards compatible, but just upgraded textures. And those games are glitchy on the
Oh,
360.
Fallout 3 was so glitchy.
So let me play a game that's not glitchy and that's just smooth. So let's see a Fallout remastered. I want to play like the PC players and full mod support for those as well.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mass Effect trilogy remastered. I think
a
that
good
would
one.
be good. Just like the first one, because that game was what? I don't even know when that one came out.
Like 2008.
I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna get it, Graham. I remember we talked about this on like an early episode, and I was with you. I thought for sure it was gonna happen,
Yeah.
but now I mean the new game's coming out in less than a month, or like exactly a month. So I you'd think that they would put a remaster out before the new game.
Yeah.
I
And the
wish
thing
they-
is, like, PlayStation, you can't play Mass Effect 1 on PlayStation. They might have come out with the trilogy.
It's
now,
in
I'm
the
not sure.
trilogy, but
Okay,
no
so it's in
DLC.
tri-
The trilogy doesn't have any DLC in it, and that was
Yeah.
probably the best part of, especially Mass Effect 2, all the DLC that came with it, and you didn't get that with the trilogy.
Not even this. None of the DLCs with the trilogy?
No, it just came with the base games.
Oh,
1, 2,
so
and 3.
yeah, then a remaster would be great, and I'm sure it would get people back into it because it's a great trilogy. And I'm thinking now with new gen, you could probably fit almost all of them on one disc. I'm guessing.
Oh, I'm sure.
So yeah, that's mine. How about you, Mike?
Tiger Woods 10.
I would actually go with that too. The one I almost said actually was NCAA football 14.
I can see that.
Oh, a new NCAA.
Yeah.
Tiger
never-
Woods 10 all day, every day.
Yeah, we'll never get another NCAA football game.
We'll never
Nor
get another
Tiger
Tiger
Woods.
Woods 10 either.
Nope.
Right. Rory McElhaney.
Yeah,
McElroy,
McElroy. Yeah.
McGilroy.
McGillicuddy.
It was a
Yeah.
joke.
So anyway, all right. Is that it for questions?
That's it.
All right. So let's play 25 questions real quick. Let's see, Mike. You are the leader in the clubhouse. You get to decide the order.
Me first.
Okay.
Well, Captain Gooseegg is now second. So Captain Gooseegg and then Graham third.
Even though Eugene has a point now.
Yeah, I know.
I
You
know.
got one
I
last
know.
time.
That's why I just said no longer
Okay.
Gooseegg.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Mike, you're up.
The system is the system black.
Yes.
Okay.
Did this come out on a Sega console?
Nope.
Is this on an Xbox console?
Yes.
Is it after the year 2009?
Yes.
Was this an Xbox exclusive?
No.
Is this a first-person shooter?
I believe it is third person, but I'm going to verify. Yeah, it's not first person. No.
Is there a shotgun in the game?
Yes.
Does this game have sequels?
Yes.
Is the protagonist male?
Yes.
Okay, you better be sure on this one. Does the protagonist wear a cowboy hat?
Yes.
Red Dead Redemption.
You are correct.
God, that's quick. 12
Boom,
questions.
Baby. Boom, baby. I was actually going to ask when I was going to ask you about the sequels, of how many there were, because there's only one. Everybody thinks that, there was three. There's only two games as of right now.
there's Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And then
Winner.
and when you asked about the sequel, whoever asked, I was actually counting whatever's
Eugene.
coming
Yeah.
as the sequel to the game.
Well, I mean, Red Dead
So-
Redemption is in itself a sequel,
sequel.
so
Yep.
that counts.
I wasn't going to say Rockstar or anything like that. I figured I'd just nail it to the wall right there.
So what?
You got
What
it pretty
game,
quick.
so which one told you that this was? Like, which one made you say it's Red Dead?
Well, he said, he asked if it was first person shooter, and you said no, it's third person. So that makes sense because I remember that.
Yep.
And then that's why
Shotgun.
when I asked if there was a shotgun in it,
Mhm.
you said yes. And then that's why I asked if the protagonist wears. He said the protagonist is male. Okay. So then this protagonist wear a cowboy hat, and as soon as you said that, I mean it was all over but the shouting.
Yep.
Oh, the shotgun is what gave it away?
Yeah, I think the shotgun put him pretty close.
Third
Everything.
person
It was
shotgun.
just
All right. Oh, he's getting a commanding lead. John.
I probably wouldn't even thought of that game at all.
Oh,
That
it would
game
have
does-
taken me. So good game. It would have taken me a few more guesses.
Yeah.
You should have asked if there was a Henry revolver in the game.
I wouldn't even known that.
That would have given it away.
I don't think I would have been able to answer that. But all right. Anything else, gentlemen, before we get out of here?
No, I'm the best. Simply the best.
You know what I always say?
Yeah.
Self-praise is better than no praise. So
You gotta do it. Hey, you gotta do it right.
that's all you want.
If you're gonna do it, Mike, you gotta do it right.
I am doing the best.
No, you gotta say, "I'm the best. The best.
The
The
best.
best there's ever been."
I
There's so many
refuse-
I'm
people
the
are saying
smartest
The
one.
best words.
you're the
He, has,
best words.
he does have the best
He has
words.
the
I have
best
the best
guesses.
guesses.
The best
No.
guesses. The best
You got-
questions.
Compared to me, sad.
Have you
Yeah.
heard the latest stuff that he's been saying?
I have. We're not gonna talk about it here,
Yeah.
though.
No, we're not.
So-
We're
This
not.
Daily Show is taking
so-
a week off. I'm like, what the
so-
fuck?
He's
So-
a walking comedy.
How
show.
long are your fingers?
So I think going forward, whenever you guys guess and it's wrong, just be like, wrong.
Wrong. Wrong. Fake news.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a fake question.
Fuck
Yeah.
politics. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to episode number 37 of the Third Son Gaming Podcast. We'll be back next week with episode number 38. Until then, have a great week, everybody. Stay safe. Play some good
steamrolling
games.
along.
See you next week.
Take care, people.